college football fans. It's time. One man breaks it all down. Stats, story, and straight talk. This is Nolan Knows with Paul.
Welcome back to Nolan Knows podcast with Paul. Week 8. Getting halfway right through the year, man. It's crazy, isn't it?
It is. Every week. Come on, we say another week closer to the end. It's very sad.
Very sad. Then it just gets into cold weather, winter, worst time of the year, Christmas. Terrible.
Brutal. Terrible.
All right. Covering last week, week 7. I was 7-4, 36-30 overall. You were 44-8, 29-35 overall.
Not good. It's funny too because if you take the contest, like my best bets are doing really well, but my overall is not good at all. So,
and I'm the opposite, unfortunately.
Crazy.
Goddamn, pissing me off.
Pissing me off. Shout out Beazle. Do you know what Brandon's middle name is?
I feel like I do know, but enlighten me.
Franklin.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Any noise?
No noise. That's also not true. I totally made that up. I don't know what his middle name is.
Oh, true. Yeah, I feel like it wasn't that, but
yeah, no, it's not that.
John DiArco, though, always leaving a comment, my man. Saints bad, BC bad, Yankees out, Survivor out. All we have left is the gambling. Great pod, boys. Good luck. Well, that does suck, but you're right. At least every week you have something to bet on every pretty much Saturday and Sunday. And if you get into the midweek games, you have that too.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I hear like static, but I think it's on my side of my computer. We got all kinds of audio issues going on. Not audio issues, but like, I don't know. I think something's fucked up with my computer. I might have to restore it to factory default.
Goddamn headphones too, man. I left mine at work. I'm using the backups.
Yeah. Or maybe it's static from you. I really don't know what the case is.
Nah, I got the professional mic going.
I know, but I'm hearing like static shit. But yeah, I don't know.
All right, cookies contest, as we were talking, Paul 2-0. And then improving to 9-5. Myself 0-2, going down to 3-11. Cookie 0-2, 6-7-1. So Paul's still in the lead by a little bit. I'm me definitely. I guess Cookie's in striking distance somewhat. But it's ugly. What'd you end up picking? I forget. I didn't write it down.
What did I end up picking? It was Oklahoma, Texas under. I know that for sure.
Yeah, lock.
And one other one. Yeah, definitely a lot. Clemson -14.
Damn. Yeah, they blew somebody out. Who the fuck was it, actually?
BC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had shitty Nebraska, who should have covered, but Dylan Rayla likes to throw fucking 3 picks. And then they still win, just don't cover. Then fucking Florida Atlantic, UAB, 68, under 68.5. Total points was like 83 or 86, something like that.
Yeah, I wrote that.
Ridiculous.
Never even close. Just I think
terrible.
I had it in like the first half. It was like there.
And then, it was awful. I couldn't even watch the game. I turned it off after halftime. I was like, this is pathetic.
Yeah.
Cookie had UCLA and Michigan State over 55. I came close, but unfortunately I did not get the cover. Then had Kansas plus 14.5, and they got blown out by, I think it was Texas Tech. So, tough loss for me and him. What are you going to do?
Yeah, it happens.
College football news. Good old big game James gone at Happy Valley.
Yeah,
I thought they did him kind of dirty, but, what are you going to do?
I mean, when you go out like that, I think he was already kind of running his course a little bit. People were pissed. after. I mean, you lose to Oregon, no, like it is what it is. But then UCLA the next week, no excuse, and then this was just the cherry on top of Northwestern.
Northwestern at home's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean the messaging must have just gotten. And the other thing is, this was their year returning all that talent and production, which I think we're coming to see is like super overrated nowadays. This like quote unquote returning production. Clemson, Penn State, it hasn't mattered at all. So I throw that stat out the window. But yeah, I mean he'll be back at some point coaching somewhere. I'm pretty sure. I don't think he's gonna just like sail off.
No need to rush into it right now.
Yeah.
But what was he gonna say about him?
Who do you think takes the job there?
It's looking like Matt Rule. Indiana just signed Cignetti for another 8 years. So
he's out.
What the fuck has Rule even done?
Nothing really. He's clinging on
Nebraska
to
stinks.
He's clinging on to the Baylor turnaround, but
it
was really like one good season. He did a good job at Temple, but Nebraska hasn't lived up to the hype.
Terrible. They're awful. Terrible stint in the NFL. I don't know. I'm hoping they don't even get a good coach, or they hire Matt Rule and they still pretty much perform the same way they have been performing and just no improvement. That would be actually phenomenal for me. But
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see.
It's gonna be hard to find someone that wins at the clip he was winning at. Honestly.
Yeah, very true. That's the thing. He's had really good seasons. I mean, he made it to the Final Four last year too, so that's why I thought they kind of did do him dirty. But at the same time,
play away from the national championship.
Yeah, exactly. So it's tough to say, but like any other big time program, they'd probably be calling for every other coach's head. Like this is happening at Ohio State, right? But like, you get the Ryan Day the fuck out of here. So I guess I can't blame him. It's just like the nature of college football, you know?
Yeah, that's right. It's why we love it.
Yeah. All right. Good old Rutgers, Oklahoma. Will get shitty Rutgers out of the way. Lost to Washington, did not cover. They were up 10-0 in the first quarter and were leading a half 13-10, then outscored 28-6 in the second half. And now they get to host Oregon this Saturday, and I don't think they're going to win another game this year. So their defense is just absolutely terrible. Offense has some promise. Wide receivers look good. Kaliak Manis doing a lot better than what I thought he would, but this team just not up to snuff. I mean, I wonder what Shiano's buyout is. Speaking of buyouts for coaches, not that I think they'll ever do it. It shouldn't be because he's. What has he even done since he's come here again? I mean, it's just mediocrity.
So let's say they win one more game this year, which is
Pinstripe Bowl.
Kind of like they're not even going to the Pinstripe Bowl. They would be 4-8.
Right now they're 3-what?
3-3. Yeah.
Yep. They're pretty much fucked.
They can beat Purdue. They're gonna lose at Illinois. They're gonna lose first Maryland. They're gonna lose at Ohio State, and they're probably gonna lose Penn State. So
I don't know. They could maybe beat Penn State now.
So even 5-7, ugh, ugly.
Yeah, it's ugly. They're terrible. Want to bring us? Yeah.
Talk about terrible. So obviously, not only did they lose, but it was a shitty game to watch. I don't know what it was, but like I was hyped for the beginning, and then it just was such a slugfest on defense. And like Oklahoma was definitely the better team in the first half. Like turned the ball over, were moving it, but just couldn't capitalize. We never even got into the red zone. You had that debacle right before the half, throwing the pick, which I think is actually more on the wide receiver than Mateer, where it's a one-on-one, like he's giving his boy a play, and the fucking wide receiver Deion Brooks veers off to the right for unspeakable reasons. So that kind of blows your momentum. You go into half feeling like crap, come out, they put together a really nice drive on you, score a touchdown, and then the punt return touchdown sealed the deal. So a lot of wind out of the sails of Oklahoma. It sounds like people are souring very quickly on Venables. I think it's a little too premature. Like, let's give him the full season. Let's see what happens at the end of the year. And if he goes 8-4, I think he kind of got to keep them. Like this schedule, 8-4 is not terrible. 9-3, you obviously keep them. 7-5, you might have to go, but I don't know. 8-4 is where I would feel
I don't think they'll
really.
drop that much.
What do
It
you
really
mean?
depends on Mateer's health because he was definitely not 100%. I don't think he was
No,
just
he
not made
wasn't.
sharp on all his throws. So,
Yeah, he
like, I
didn't
don't think he's gonna
practice all
drop to
week.
7-5.
Well, they have the hardest remaining schedule. Every team except for South Carolina this week they play is ranked.
The thing is what they have is a defense. So
Of
that's
course, and
gonna
that
keep you in
travels.
games,
Yeah,
and that's gonna like steal some games for you. Like, look at Auburn. I mean, they're not the strongest offense, but hell, they're competing with a lot of these good teams. Like, they're right there every time.
yeah. But I mean, Oklahoma has to go to Tennessee, to Alabama. They host LSU. They host Missouri. They host Ole Miss, and then right this week on the road, South Carolina.
I
Like
see 3 wins right there.
3 wins would be 8-4.
Tennessee, yeah. I think maybe Ole Miss they'd lose to, and Bama they'll lose to, but all the other 3, they could beat Missouri, they could beat
They can.
Tennessee.
Tennessee's on the
So
road. I actually think they have a better chance of beating Ole Miss and LSU at home than
they could definitely
Tennessee on
beat
the road.
LSU.
Yeah, that's the
Take the
last game
under
of the
in that
season
game.
too. Oh yeah, so we'll see. Still, like everything's still in front of them. It was an unfortunate loss, but if they go 9-3 and they have that as an excuse with like Tier played like shit because he came back from an injury, a hand surgery, 15 days earlier. You know, I think they might still sneak into the playoff. And if you sneak into the playoff, like it's all you can ask for this season.
Yeah,
So,
true that.
unfortunate, but still a lot of football ahead of them. It starts this week. If
Yeah.
they lose this week, throw it all out.
I mean, if Mateer was healthy, they probably would have won that game, honestly. The Texas's offense is just non-existent.
Yeah, but Arch made some fucking good plays, unfortunately.
Yeah, true.
High leverage
We'll
plays.
see how he does.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Their line sucks. So, like, we had a lot of pressure, but we never finished the job. We didn't really get home. It's not fluky, but, like, game of inches, bro. Could have went in a totally different way and different circumstances occur. So,
Yeah.
we'll see.
All right, we'll recap some other games in Week 7. Starting off, Ohio State at Illinois, 34-16, covered that 14.5-point spread. We were both on that, so that was a good 12 o'clocker to win.
Yeah, one of the only few ones I won, honestly.
Yeah, but that's Ohio State, man. They just got a stellar defense. You're not fucking scoring a ton of points on them, and Illinois' defense stinks, so it was the right play.
Yeah.
Bama at Mizzou. Bama came out on that one 27-24. I don't know if there was like a late backdoor on that one or not, but I know the line was at like 3.5. So if you have Missouri, that's a good backdoor. I forget what happened at the end, but I don't think it was that close, really.
It wasn't. It was a backdoor. I pushed it though, unfortunately.
Ah, you didn't have the hook?
No, I had 3.
Sad. Pitt, they upset FSU. I think FSU was like 10.5-point favorites. They won 34-31. So I don't know what the hell that first game was about with Florida State and Bama. Honestly, I don't know how they won that game because they haven't really been looking good ever since. So
No, not at all. I don't know what the fuck has happened to them.
sad. Right back to last year.
Yep.
Talked about Nebraska, Maryland. I'm just done with them. They suck. Indiana.
Wasn't Maryland, because I took Maryland, they didn't fucking cover. But were they the better team in that game?
Against Nebraska?
Yeah, I thought they were up like 31-26 or something.
I think you're talking about oh yeah, they were at one point, but honestly, Nebraska was just turning the ball over, making stupid mistakes. Yeah, it felt like Nebraska was the better team in that one. They just didn't get the cover.
Okay.
Indiana at Oregon. So this one I actually took the under and hit. I don't think you took anything in this one, right?
No, I didn't.
But that last, it seemed like Indiana wasn't even paying attention really. Like they just didn't really give a shit at the end. So they threw up that Hail Mary from the 50. And I was like, they're gonna let them catch this fucking thing. And it was like almost like they almost let him catch it. Like the guy dropped it, and that would have fucked me. But honestly, I took Indiana too money line just threw like $20 on it, just felt like they've actually been playing pretty well. And Oregon, like I said, against Penn State, they looked like the better team, but also struggled against them. We're seeing what Penn State looks like now. I just didn't have much faith in them. So I don't know. Indiana is the number one hot team right now, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, they definitely are. They're for real.
Do they make the playoff? I mean, probably.
I think so.
I don't even think.
I think
I
they're
don't
like
even
a
think they have
lock
a
at
good
this point.
stop. Yeah, their
They
schedule's
play
pretty easy.
Penn State, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, no Ohio State or Michigan on there.
Nope.
Penn State falls again to Northwestern. Didn't watch any of that game. I think you took Penn State again, didn't you?
I did. I went back to the well, and I said it on the podcast. I'm like, I'm going back, and it was kind of like the Clemson trap. So I think maybe now's the time to start taking Penn State. But no, I think they're done. I mean, they're definitely done in terms of the season, but I don't think I'll bet them again.
These assholes, they haven't even covered a game all year yet. I think they're 0-6 overall.
Yeah.
I don't even know who their quarterback's going to be now that Alar's heard it too. So Aller,
they're in big trouble now. Did they even play this week?
I'm not sure. Hopefully not, so they could actually like sit down and think about how terrible they are.
Actually, they go to Iowa, and they're 3.5-point dogs.
That's right. Damn. That's a toughie. Take Iowa. UAB FAU talked about this worst undercall for me of all time.
Terrible.
San Jose State at Wyoming, and what a comeback by the Cowboys. And
I didn't take them.
Laramie.
Fuck me.
Oh my god, we talked about this. I thought we said this was the week. We were a week or two early. We should have taken them this week. Ugh. But they ended up winning 28-35. They were losing like most of this game and actually came back in like the last like 5 minutes and won. So it was exciting to see.
Good.
Michigan at USC.
Terrible.
USC pretty much. Yeah, they pretty much dominated that game.
Yeah, I did not think it was going to go that way. Horrible.
I pretty much
Sherrod
thought.
Moore back to blue collar. Putting his blue collar jacket on.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he like came to the press conference in like a Carhartt or some shit. It was like, it's back to work, blue collar jackets on, which was a total like rip off of something that Harbaugh's done.
Yeah,
it just doesn't work the same. It's like, bro, come up with your own shit.
The thing is, like, Michigan, I feel like just doesn't know how to use Underwood. Like, you gotta let him throw it, and then if he's throwing too much, they're like, you gotta let him fucking run it. Like, you just gotta, you gotta mix it up a little bit and let him get going.
Take the wheels off, the training wheels off, and
exactly.
Just let him fucking be out there and do his thing. Call the offense normal. None of this bullshit. Like, we run it on first and second down, and then we throw it on third.
Yep.
They're so predictable.
Then Georgia at Auburn. I took the under in that one too. I think you had Auburn.
I did. They kind of got fucked. That should have been up 17-0.
Yeah, that was a touchdown.
And then the fumble, just tough.
A lot of tough calls that went against them too at the end. And like, honestly, they do say Kirby's like the king of adjustments, and this happened twice already against two really good, like, Auburn's offense isn't really good, but they shut down Bama. They held them to 0 points in the second half, and then just held Auburn to 0 points in the second half. So
yeah,
they come to play in the second half. That's for sure. Just keep note of that.
This SEC like conference is just so muddy. There's like truly no great team.
No, but that's what I'm wondering. Like, I thought Big Ten would be better, but it's like I feel like Big Ten's like has so many shitty
Ohio
teams
State
in it.
Only.
Exactly, like in like Indiana, I guess now.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I don't know.
I think
like,
these SEC
you're not gonna be like
are like bad. Big Ten might have the number one overall team with Ohio State, and maybe like, I don't know, 3 or 4 with Indiana, but SEC's got the 5, 6, 7, 8 in my opinion.
Like, if you matched up South Carolina against Rutgers, and like South Carolina sucks in the SEC, but like Rutgers sucks in the Big Ten, like South Carolina would be a touchdown more favorite.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, the depth is unquestionable.
Yeah, I agree. Utah State at Hawaii. I don't know how you don't play a system play here, but the system play always hits. It's crazy.
Play it, fucking stupid.
Your guy, he said Utah State was his best play.
Yeah, I didn't actually play that though either. It was too late, and I didn't put the thing in.
I know I was up kind of late, and I watched like the first 5 minutes of it. I was like, I'm not staying up for this shit. Goddamn 12 o'clock, man.
Yeah, I think it doesn't end until like 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that ain't happening. I'm not built for that anymore.
Nah.
So heading into week 8, go over the premier matchups. Friday night lights. Got a nice game here. Louisville at Miami. Miami coming in 13.5-point favorites, over under 15.5. Nice little 7 p.m. start after work. Get us warmed up for the weekend. And I'm gonna have to take a Louisville here. I rode them earlier. They fucked me against Virginia. But somebody's like outside my door, so I'm like listening.
I got some nonsense going on outside my apartment too.
Jesus Christ. But anyways, Louisville fucked me earlier on this season, but I'm riding with them. I think they got a good defense. I think Miami, that's just a lot of points for a good ACC matchup. I think Louisville's like probably top 3 team in the ACC. So I think they'll give them a good matchup here, but I don't know, 13.5 is just a lot for me.
Yeah, so I like Louisville's defense. I definitely like Miami's defense. I'm actually going to take the under. I know it's a low number, 50.5 for college football, but one day early as well on the schedule, I feel like that usually makes it a little sloppier, more penalties and stuff, which I feel like tends to lean towards like shooting offenses in the foot more than defenses. So I'm going to probably ride the under here, 50.5.
All right. I don't mind it. I don't know if the Big Noon Kickoff isn't actually going to be here, are
they? I'm not sure. I think they are.
Weird, because Portnoy is saying he's going to Utah for the Holy War.
That's right. You're right. Maybe they're not doing a Big Noon Kickoff. I don't know. Which is
maybe
crazy. They gotta get their shit together. I never tune into Fox. I'm still ESPN all day, and I obviously really like Barstool, but just way better on the
big Pat McAfee.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
Barstool created his ass.
They did. I mean, he was him before Barstool though. They just kind of propped him up a little bit more, but he's the boy.
They propped up Jenna Marbles too.
Yeah, I actually truly don't even know who the fuck that is.
I mean, I never see any of her shit anymore, but I think she was big on YouTube.
Like, I have no idea who she is.
All right, moving to Saturday's games. So this Big Noon Kickoff, I mean, it's at 12, so that's why I said it. It's actually come down a little bit, but Washington is at Michigan, and I had 6.5 written down, but I think this has come down to all the way to 4.5. So some money come in. Yeah. And I was going to take Washington if it was at 6.5, but 4.5, I mean, it's only 2 points, but still, like, I don't know. Washington, I think, has a good defense still. And they're just they don't know what the fuck they're doing with Bryce Underwood. And Washington's good against the run. USC was good against the run. And I think it's going to be a good defensive matchup here, but I think it's going to also keep it close. And the number just isn't high enough. I guess 50.5 isn't too bad, but I do like Washington in this one. That's the side I'm actually leaning towards and probably will take in this one.
Yeah, I've been a big fan of Washington all year. Even in the preseason, I said Washington. Sucks that it went from 4.5 or 6.5 to 4.5, but I think it's still a good play. I'm gonna lean towards them.
Yeah, and they played well against Ohio State at home. I mean, I guess not well, but they were moving the ball. They just couldn't get in the fucking end zone.
They weren't like outclassed. I mean, maybe a little bit, but it was very competitive. They're a fucking good team, Washington. They can absolutely win against Michigan.
I agree. Next one, LSU at Vandy. Another 12 p.m. start. Vanderbilt coming in as 2.5-point favorites, over under 48.5. And if I told you that 2 years ago, nobody would fucking believe it. But here
we are.
like it. This is one of the games Cookie's taken. I'll say it on the pod, whatever. But I just I feel like this is a trap game, but like I just think LSU is gonna pull this one off for some reason. Like I think their offense sucks. They have no run game, and they just can't get it going. But their defense is actually really good, and I think they could actually defend well against Pavia and Vanderbilt's offense. But I I don't know what it is. I just have a feeling LSU is gonna take this one, so I'm riding with Brian Kelly and the Tigers.
I'm gonna roll with Vanderbilt. Is Cookie took Vanderbilt, I assume, right?
Yeah,
I like Vanderbilt just because I think it's an evenly matched game. They're at home and they're also coming off the bye, so they have 2 weeks to prepare for this LSU team, which I do think helps.
that is big.
And like LSU's just looked so out of sorts, and in a big moment at this point, you gotta trust Pavia more than Nussmeier. So I think it's gonna be a tight game,
I
and I
agree.
think Pavia just does enough to get it done.
You know, Nussmeier just has not looked like the quarterback I thought he was going to look like this year, which definitely does scare me. This might be one of the ones where I'm like, I'll put money on LSU, but if they fuck me this week, then probably never again.
Yeah, it could be. I hear you.
Ole Miss at Georgia. Georgia coming in 7.5 point faves, over under 54.5, a little higher than last week what they had, but 3:30 p.m. start. And here I'm feeling Georgia. I mean, Ole Miss, I guess, did have a look ahead spot last week, but they looked like shit last
It's
week
a
against
Georgia line,
Wazoo.
I feel like.
Yeah, I'm going Georgia. Like I just
Yeah,
also Kirby. I think Ole Miss won it last year, and Kirby definitely remembers that, and he wants to shove it up Lane's ass at home too. Like this is definitely a statement game for them. Just pretty much let them know, hey, we're still here, we're still in contention. I mean, I guess the hook kind of scares me, but I think Georgia's gonna roll in this one.
yeah. Ole Miss is kind of like their best win is LSU. We don't really know how good LSU is. They look like shit against
Hmm.
Washington State.
Yeah,
I mean, Arkansas kind of gave them a game. Kentucky kind of gave them a game. So I think Ole Miss is living a little bit higher than they should be. And between the hedges,
Chambliss
man,
looked good.
yeah, between the hedges is not an easy place to play at all. So I don't know. The line is just screaming to take Georgia at this point to me because you would not expect it to be 7.5 points.
No, and I the way Kirby's defense has been playing in the second half too. I really don't know how Ole Miss will put up a lot of points. So I think Georgia's going to put up some good points on this defense too. So I
Yeah,
gotta go Georgia here.
yeah,
So I just think this is like a top ACC matchup. I guess as I guess like two top 5 teams in there, but Clemson has been rolling. But so, anyways, SMU at Clemson. You know, this line has actually come down too, but originally I had this when I wrote it up. Clemson 9.5 point favorites, over under 55.5. And I just want to confirm if it
five
did
and a
actually
half.
come down. Yeah. Oh, so that's what it is. I saw this before. So Klubnik is uncertain for the game, so that's probably why it dropped down.
Yeah,
And if that's the case, I mean, I'm taking SMU either way, just because I do remember watching Jennings against TCU, and he looks really good. It's just their defense kind of sucks, but I also think Clemson's offense kind of sucks. But I think SMU will put up some points on this defense. I think Jennings is actually a really good quarterback. Um, I don't think they'll win, but I think they could cover a big number like that, or even if it's 5.5 against Clemson's backup, who I have no idea who the fuck it is.
yeah. I feel like I've started to get a good read on Clemson because I took them the last 2 weeks and big matchups where I really felt confident about them. They covered. This one, I'm not so sure. I'm actually gonna stay away. If I had to pick one, I think I actually would take Clemson at the 5.5, but I don't know. I'm not really confident, so I'm not taking anything.
Who'd they beat last week?
Boston College,
Ah, yeah, that's right. We just talked about that.
yeah, smoke
But
them.
yeah, they beat, what was it, Boston College, and they beat UNC the week before.
Correct, yeah.
Mm. Hmm. All right.
Two bad teams, but
Yeah, I don't know who the backup's going to be. Sorry, I was trying to look it up. I got a couple guys that I've never really heard of. So, all right, we'll see. But Tennessee at Bama. Bama 7.5 point favorites. Over under 59.5. 7:30 p.m. start, and I'm most likely going to go Bama here. Just Tennessee's defense is just not impressive. Bama's been rolling. They're kind of just on a hot streak right now. Probably one of the best teams in the country. Defense is good. Simpson's looking like one of the better quarterbacks in the country too now. So it's hard to not pass them up or even take the underdog in this situation. I'm sure they're going to be heavy favorites money wise, betting wise, but I got to ride with Roll Tide here.
I think I'd take Clemson. Tennessee.
Clemson.
Yeah, Tennessee, because I just don't know this new age of Alabama. Like, they're not the dominant win every game by 20 that they used to be, and DeBoer is good to like slip up here and there. I feel like he's proven that at this point with the Florida State loss. Like, it scares me because this one's at home, obviously for Bama, but 8.5 points.
Yeah, now it's 8.5.
I'm nervous because I think it could be a competitive game, but you end up losing the bet. Whereas there's other games where it's completely non-competitive at all, and someone gets a backdoor and covers and squeaks within like 7 in the last few seconds of the game. I could see this one being competitive and then not covering, which would piss me off if Alabama takes like a field goal at the end to push it to 2 scores.
I could see that for sure. I mean, Tennessee can put up points. I don't know, away at Bama, 7:30 p.m. start stuff.
Did they lose last year when they lost their games? They lost to Oklahoma at Oklahoma. They lost to Vandy on the road, and they lost to who's the third team?
This is Bama.
Yeah, last year. Were any of them at home? Who was that third team they lost to last year?
I don't remember.
Definitely Oklahoma. It was definitely Vandy. It wasn't Georgia.
It wasn't Michigan, was it? No, they definitely beat Michigan. Michigan sucked last year.
No, Michigan, I think they did lose to, but that was in the bowl game. They went 9-3 in the regular season. Who the fuck was the other team they lost to?
You looking it up? Because I'm not.
Oh, I thought you were. Sorry.
I'm trying to, but like you're on the ESPN app, they don't let you go to the next year. So
yeah, I'll find it. It was Tennessee at Tennessee. Okay.
Ooh, at Tennessee.
So they haven't lost at home. Yeah, they haven't lost at home. I don't know. Maybe game time decision. I think Tennessee, but I don't know.
See how long much this line moves too. They already moved the point.
Yeah, we'll see.
Next game, nice little classic rivalry that's going to end soon, sadly. But USC at Notre Dame. Notre Dame coming in as 9.5 point favorites, over under 61.5. And I'm probably going to hold off on this one, but I was leaning towards USC. They are a little banged up actually, but it's really just a Lincoln Riley offense going against a Chris Ash defense for me. Even though ND is rolling, their offense looks a lot better. CJ Carr, CARR looks good. Jeremiah Love looks good. I mean, they've been rolling.
Do you know he's autistic?
Who's that?
Jeremiah Love.
I did not. Jesus.
They did an ESPN special on him when they were playing A&M, I think, and he's not diagnosed autism, but like they alluded to he's like
on the spectrum.
On the spectrum, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah.
Sorry to interject with that, but it's just struck me.
But I don't know. I just think that's a big line where USC, I think, could cover that line. It's a big game for them. They're coming off a nice win against Michigan, feeling good about themselves. I don't know. I just think a 9.5 is a lot of points against a Chris Ash defense. So, lean USC for me.
Yeah, fuck. See, I was kind of going the other way and thinking it's again the USC coming east. and to play a like Big Ten-ish team. I know ND's independent, obviously, but they kind of operate as a Big Ten-ish team. They
In
usually
the
do not
area,
fare.
yeah.
They usually do not fare well in these type of games. But the line is 9.5. That's baking in a little of that, I feel like. So I don't know. No play for me at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's a little either or right now. Holy War, Utah at BYU. BYU 3.5 point dogs over under 49.5. 8 p.m. start. And honestly, this is another one. I have no idea which way to go just because it's such a huge rivalry out there. They love that shit out there. They're both soaking. Rumors have it that some Utah chick actually banged Retzlaff and is the one that ratted him out, and that's what
Really?
got him booted from BYU. So a lot of rumors going on. Maybe a lot of hatred going on from BYU's side. But
I'm taking the goddamn points with Utah. Offensive line, offensive line, offensive line. Pound the rock. Utah all day. -3.5.
That's the way I was leaning too. I bet on Arizona last week against BYU, and BYU was not. They were not really that impressive. Arizona pretty much blew that game to them. They never should have won that game, so I think I'm on your side as well.
Cool.
What's up with that, dude? You're not allowed to fuck in college?
And it's religion, bro.
What's the guy's name from that discovered Mormonism?
What's his name?
God damn it, dude. We just saw Book of Mormon.
It's Zoran Mamdani.
No, that's the fucking mayor of New York City.
Damn, you're crowning him already? You want to crown him? Crown his ass.
I mean, the poll numbers don't lie.
No, it's not him, obviously. It's trying to think of it before looking it up.
I thought it was like John something, but
It's
I
the
can't
Latter-day
remember.
Saints. Joseph Smith.
Joseph Smith.
Joseph
What
Eisenhower
generic
Smith.
fucking name is that?
Founded way back in 1830.
In Buffalo.
Yeah.
Hey man, whatever you want to believe in, I guess.
Yeah, whatever works
Yeah.
for you. Just be good.
For all our Mormon listeners out there.
Shout out.
Couple other games that got my eye on.
This
so
first
that
one,
Georgia.
man, Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's just like another trap game that
Oh,
I'm probably falling for the trap here.
Like, how do you not take Georgia Tech? You know what I mean? But
yeah,
that means take Duke.
I can't do it.
I can't either. I don't know.
They just play no defense.
Fucking sketchy as shit.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would they be favored by 1.5?
I don't get it. Houston at Zona. Yeah, you gotta. Houston at Zona going under here. I mean, both these offenses are just not high powered at all, and both have good defenses. Low number, but I don't give a shit. I'm rolling with it.
I got nothing to that.
Then big. Actually, I don't even know what fucking conference they're in. Is it Conference USA? These assholes are in.
I think so.
Big Conference USA matchup. Old Dominion at JMU. But I'm going JMU here. They actually match up well with Old Dominion. They got the dual quarterback action. Matthew Sluka, guy from UNLV that left for more money, and the dude Barnett. Actually, I guess Sluka hasn't really fucking played much. Anyways, I like JMU in this one.
I don't have anything in that one.
All right, last one I got the eye on, and I just feel like you have to ride this train right now, honestly, is Maryland at UCLA. I gotta go UCLA here, minus the 3.5. It's just, I don't know how you get away from them right now. They're hot.
Yeah, they are hot. I think I'm gonna take that as well, just for the vibes, honestly. It's
you got it.
They went from very hateable now to lovable. Kind of weird.
I love them. I love them. Ever since they beat Penn State, it's like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. All right, I got a couple ones that I got my eye on big time.
Let's hear it.
but at the same time, I got to do it. Purdue, back to the well, which has fucked us
God, I
before.
like
I
them
know we swore
too.
them off, but Northwestern, biggest win in a long time, got to be a letdown spot. Purdue plus 2.5. Another one that's just
Money line play.
staring me in the eye is Army plus 9.5 against Tulane.
Definitely was not looking at that one.
Service Academy game, 9.5 points. Tulane don't deal with the triple option very often, obviously. Shorten the game. It's book it. Might be my play of the week.
Play of the week.
Yeah.
All right. At Tulane.
Yeah, another sketchy fucking line. Texas A&M minus 7.5 at Arkansas. I don't know what to do with this one. Like, it's just screaming to take Arkansas.
Only thing that scares me is like
10 points.
Is Arkansas's D line actually like kind of sucks, and like Texas A&M is like the best O line, so that's the only thing I watch out for. But I agree, it is a little sketchy. Like I think Arkansas might actually cover just because of like the line that's saying it. So
they've played decent teams close. Well, I guess Notre Dame no, but Ole Miss was.
No, they covered last week, right?
Arkansas?
Yeah, against Tennessee. They lost 34-31.
No.
That was
Tennessee,
actually at Tennessee, too.
Yeah, Tennessee was great. Memphis, they lost, but they should have won that game. That was such a fucking stupid fumble. Ole Miss was close, 6-point game, but Notre Dame, they got their fucking doors blown off 56-13.
Yeah.
And they're home now. Fayetteville, Texas A&M riding hot, but like, how good are they actually? I don't know. It might be an Arkansas play and just fucking plug your nose.
All right.
What about Mississippi State, Florida? Florida minus 9.5. I think Mississippi State.
Yeah. I would have taken Mississippi State. It's just that Florida has actually been playing all right lately. So that's kind of why I want to stay away.
Yeah. Fair.
What about Missouri at Auburn, though? Missouri coming in
is bad. Auburn,
yeah.
Auburn's good. Like, they're not going to keep losing. They're good enough to pick off one of these teams. And maybe this week, honestly, against Missouri, it's not a bad idea.
I don't think it's a terrible play, honestly. Yeah, it could be. We didn't do one last week. You got to do another.
Yeah. That's all I got for now.
No Oklahoma?
Oh, shit. I forgot. It's been so, like, stay away from them all week because I just didn't want to hear the bullshit anymore. I would not take the spread. I just don't know what to expect. I expect John Mature to play better, but like overall, I don't know.
Well, he's playing, right?
Respond. Yeah, he's playing in full practice and everything. Like, I think they're gonna win, but 5.5 points on the road against South Carolina. The problem is South Carolina's D is not that good, but like we can't fucking run the ball against anyone, and they have two really good edge rushers. So, our offensive line is okay. It's actually. Our tackles are better than our guards, so it's confusing as fuck. Actually, we can pass protect, but we cannot run block for shit. South Carolina can't stop the run, but has good edge guys, so passing could be a problem. I don't know. It's like two things kind of going against each other.
God damn it!
And then Sellers.
Hold on, technical difficulties.
What happened? Are you hearing me? Oh, your AirPods died, probably. All right, well, I'll have to filibuster for a couple moments here while Nolan is fixing his AirPods.
Fucking headphones, man.
Where are you gonna get this kind of comedy as well as
can you hear me?
knowledge?
There we go.
Yeah, I hear you. You hear me?
Jesus Christ. Oh my God, just went out again.
All right, well...
Jesus Christ, fucking stupid ass thing.
Can you hear me or no?
Nod your head if you can hear me.
I hear you.
All right, we're gonna have to cut it.
All right.
Subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe again. Leave a comment, give a like. It's all very much appreciated. Paul, I'll see you next week.
See you next week, brother.